Stage 2 of Beach Party. It's that time of the evening where the booze is flowing, the sun's going down, everyone's having a great time, and then some Wazik suggests going skinny dipping. Like, no! Barry! It's too early! Don't do it! Keep your clothes on! Barry! Keep your clothes on! Oh my word! So, we got off to a cracking start with Fine and Sandy. What a great race that was! And now we're off to another classic course. This time we're on the Seaside Sprint. It's 3 laps, which is 22 kilometres of racing and 174 metres of elevation, split into 2 main parts. My bike recommendation, once again, is full aero. There's 2 little bumps, but they never get too steep and they're not too long, so go full aero. And the power-ups are Feather and Ghost. It's not ideal, but not terrible either. And it's not exactly clear which one you should use, but more about that later. We're going to look at the footage of the race of none other than the biggest and baddest YouTuber Zwifter in existence, Mr. Eric Lee, or Don't Get Drop Cycling. And he did a 7-lap race here a while back, and we start out on the downtown Watopia Pens, and we take a right, and then we go up this hill that you have to push on, and some people get dropped, and it's all very sad. And then we go into the S's, and there's these bumps here, and no brakes ever work before the final bump, so don't go too early if you are going to push it. Largely a wasted effort. And this is the start-finish banner. So we've just moved into his final lap, and we'll get the course profile up, and you'll see after a little bit of a dip and a little bump, we go down the dirty suppressor, which is on gravel, and so it's a little bit harder to stay in the draft there, so be a little bit more careful. Then we've got this flat road which takes us towards the volcano, and Eric's doing the right thing and just, well, driving the bus as he does. And then we take, it's this ramp here that we take up into the volcano. So we take this left turn into the volcano. So you can push it there a bit and see if you can force a brake, but it's a long way to go to the finish. So Eric does the wise thing and does actually stay in the draft now. We do get a power up here, but with Eric's normal luck, he doesn't get one. So we come out the volcano and a little bit of a drop down, but not actually that much. And then we take the tunnel out towards the S's again. And as I say, it's not really worth making a break early on the S's, but Eric doesn't care about that. He's off he goes. He's putting some pain into them as is his wont. There he goes again, another blast. And now we're just coming up to the final bump, I think. So you really got to know these S's to know which one is the final one. And here it is, and you can tell, I can tell from the scenery, but if you need to count them or mark a post where you need to go, then that's a good idea. And this is the biggest and most significant of the bumps. If you're going to make a break for it, you can either do so with the Feather or with the Ghost. Probably a Ghost might only be effective really with a smaller pack. A Feather in all of the situations. But Eric didn't get a power up, and then what you want to do is relax a bit on the descent. You'll have pushed all the way up that final bump almost certainly. Relax a bit on the descent, and then as soon as you hit this sign here for the bridge on the left, then's the time to lay the power down. And look at his face, he's really going for it now. Can he win the B race? Kaboom! And that is how we do it. I forgot to add, if you're going to use a Feather for the climb, use it early. You don't want the Feather active on the descent. So you want to use it on the penultimate bump so that it runs out by the top of the final bump. So this is the penultimate bump, just on the 90-degree left hand bend before you head towards the final bump, and that should be around 30 seconds. You might want to use the feather in the sprint, will help you in the sprint if you can manage to keep with the leaders over the bump. So it's up to you, but if you're going to use it on the final bump, use it early. You don't want it active on the descent. Good luck!